cat popcorn shrimp recipe from Popeyes. I will just be going live while I film my recorded version or edited version. So thanks for joining me if you are going to be joining me live. And here is our ingredients for our popcorn shrimp. We need our shrimp, and I cut mine into bite-sized pieces, like so. And then cornmeal, cornstarch, flour. This is whole wheat flour. I like whole wheat flour. And a few eggs, depending on how much shrimp you have. I only need about 3 eggs for one package. 2 to 3 eggs. And then, of course, our spices and our oil. This is what I'm going to fry them in. Here's my pan to fry. Here's my spices: cayenne, Creole, garlic salt, paprika, and Cajun seasoning. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like my version of Popeye's popcorn shrimp. And alright, so we have everything here. We want to turn our stove on and get our olive oil hot, because this is only going to take a second. So let's see, front burner. Let's see how many times I don't burn myself in this video. Alright, so I'm going to turn on about medium high, about a 7. And that's going to be this one here. And I'm going to pour just enough, probably a couple inches on the bottom, just enough to deep fry these. So I don't want to like just pan fry them, I want to deep fry them. So you actually want to put quite a bit of oil or grease or whatever your preferred frying ingredient is. But this is actually way better for you because it's more natural. So I recommend olive oil. Pure olive oil, not canola or not extra virgin olive oil, but just classic olive oil. So that's that, and I need a little more. We got to get a lot of grease in here. Okay, so that should be a good amount right there. And I like my little coffee cup here. Coffee for dinner. Coffee and popcorn shrimp is a really good combo. Alright, so here we have our oil getting hot. Step 1, oil get hot. Step 2, shrimp. So I have these cleaned and peeled and cut into my size, bite-sized pieces. Popeye's popcorn shrimp. Now we're going to take our eggs and we're going to break them into our shrimp. So you can use the edge of your bowl. Just be careful you don't get eggshells in there, because fried eggshells ain't gonna be tasty. And your company might be like, do they really know how to cook? So here's egg number 2. No shells. And egg number 3. And then I needed a fork. Let's see if I can get a fork without getting my hair in my food. Okay. Or burning myself. Okay. So we have now put the eggs. I kind of just break the egg yolks open on the side, kind of like this, and then just lightly fork it into the shrimp, and just mix them together. Ooey mix. You could make a shrimp omelet like this, and you could just like pour this into an omelet pan with some nonstick stuff and have a shrimp omelet. I bet that'd be good. I've never tried it, but we should try it sometime. Right now, okay, I need to put my spices in with my shrimp. So I'm going to put a little cayenne. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying my Popeye shrimp. Oh, that was quite a bit of cayenne, but it's okay because not all that's going to actually go on the shrimp. Some of it falls off in the eggs. So if you get a little carried away on your spices, don't freak out. Just cut back on something else. Alright, and I love garlic salt. This is my favorite garlic salt. Whoever makes this, come sponsor me. I like this one too. This one I get from Target, Cajun seasoning. And we need quite a bit of this because it's not very salty and it's got a lot of good flavor. So spice it up. And spices are good for you, so you can't get too carried away with them. That's why some people like really spicy food. That was a little bit of paprika. And then my favorite Creole and Cajun seasoning and some garlic salt. Okay. If all you have is salt and pepper, that works too. But it gets in my nose every time. Alright. So, let's see. Fix my outfit here. Hold on. I got pepper in my throat. Cautious of seasonings in your sinuses. Not a good flavor. Okay. So I do like to smell my spices before I cook it, but not like that. I got the dust. And I do that every time. Okay. So I just want to make sure there's no like blobs of spices in here. And if you look, it's looking really more like darkened shrimp. But all that is great, delicious flavor. That is going to be in our mouths soon. How exciting, right? Alright, so we can set this aside for a second. I'm done with all those. I can feel my oil getting hot, but it's not ready yet. And I feel my oil getting hot, but it's not ready yet. So let's mix together. Still gotta sneeze. Okay. I need another fork or a whisk. Okay. Move my station back. Alright, so in our flour and our dry ingredients, we are going to mix in cornmeal, about a half a cup of cornmeal, and with 2 cups of flour, and a half a cup of cornstarch, or a fourth to a half cup. So the cornstarch is going to make it crunchy. The cornmeal is going to make it more hearty and more crunchy. And the flour is going to make it, it's like the trio of crunchy battered food is flour, cornstarch, and cornmeal. So depending on how crunchy or how whatever you want it, if you wanted it more like that fried catfish texture, you'd want to put more cornmeal in. And if you like it like more like that sticky Asian style, you'd want some more extra cornstarch. And if you liked it softer and less crunchy, you'd put more flour. So all of them together make a nice combo. But then again, I also like to season. I over season everything. So we're going to season this too. And with my favorite garlic salt. And I love the way this smells. And this is getting nice and hot. We're almost ready. And some Creole. And some Cajun. And, ooh, not again. Why did I put my head so close to that? Okay. Alright. So, I just put a, kind of cover the top with each spice. And then when I smell it, you can smell the flavor in the flour, and that's when you know you have enough. So, I love this right here. And the popcorn shrimp from Popeyes, if you notice, most of the flavor, it's like more on the shrimp, like not really on the breading, more so. So, I got more on the shrimp and less in the flour. And we're almost there. You just take your shrimp and your flour into your grease. Nice and easy. And then make sure, ooh, you don't do that. And then make sure that you have some paper towels, which I think I have somewhere right here, and a plate. Well, my plate's not quite big enough, but we will use this. There we go. I got a mini plate. This is going to be my sampler that I ate off of at the end. But we'll use that to put our fried chicken on. So, bam, just like that. I mean, fried shrimp. All right. So I'm going to make sure my grease is hot enough, which it definitely feels hot enough. And I'm going to make sure I do not splatter myself here. But I'm going to take my shrimp out of here and just drop them into my flour. Shake them a few times and just drop them into my mixture. Like my little bunny ears. I need to get my glasses so I can read my my comments because I'm blind, you guys. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching me live, and I hope you try this Popeyes jumbo shrimp on at home because it is really, really tasty and pretty easy to make and very tasty. So here we are, just dropping our shrimp into our flour. And then I'm going to, once I feel like I have a nice thick layer of shrimp in here, I'm going to kind of just comb through them and shake them and toss them around just so I can make sure that they're coated. And if we wanted to put them back in the egg wash and then back into the flour, we could do that as well. But we'll just see how this comes out. So we're going to just drop our shrimp into here. And it is frying, but I don't think it's quite hot enough. So probably going to give it another minute and turn it up a hair. So now I have it on 8. And it is frying, so I'm going to throw all these other little guys in here. And we're about to have our popcorn shrimp. As soon as it gets out this nice hot grease, we'll give it a taste and see if it's too salty, too spicy, not breaded enough, underbreaded, overbreaded. So you want to just give it a little shake before you drop it in your grease. You can use any kind of deep fryer for this part. And we are about to be there. Thanks for watching. Please smash my bell, my like, and my subscribe so I can keep making more videos. And make sure you leave me a comment so I know which one is your favorite outfit from this try-on haul. See-through leopard print volume 2. And I'm just playing in my flour right now. That's like be a little extra crispy. Alright, so I am going to make more, but I'm going to make sure that they're the way I like them first. Never too late to adjust your recipe. If it was like too spicy, I would just add more milk to the shrimp. Because if you put more milk in here, it'll damper the seasons if you put too much seasonings in it. So, and then if it's not flavorful enough, add more. So you can always alter your recipe before you cook the whole thing. Okay, so these are looking really beautiful. And I think I'll just keep it just this way. Because this is looking like Popeyes popcorn shrimp. So these need a few more minutes. And as you can tell, they're swimming in the grease. So I have the grease deep enough that it can be deep fried. So it's deep fried in olive oil. And let's make some more. Alright, so I'm just going to fork these in here. After I get them nice and gooey from the egg wash. I did not put milk in it this time because I want it to be a little bit thicker. The egg makes it a little bit thicker where the milk makes it a little bit thinner. I'll have to make some fish so I can show you how I do fish in an egg milk bath before I bake it in the oven. So we have, it looks like enough here. And keep an eye that you don't burn these because my grease looks like it might be getting a little too hot, so I'm going to turn it back down a little bit. And I'm going to fork these around until I get them covered all the way. I get so excited, I just want to eat them all. Okay. And These look like they're ready to go in the grease. I could probably put a few more. Whew, makes me want to sneeze. Alright. Alright, so here's a few more. So we have a nice big pan full. And I think we could do one more in here. And here's, let's see, can we see closer up here? And we're just going to toss these in our flour till they get nice and coated. Don't worry if you make a mess. It's okay. It'll taste it. It'll be worth the taste. Alright, so these are good enough and done for me. So I'm going to try to drain a little bit of the grease off. Ooh, look how perfect that already looks. It's gorgeous. Let's see here. Let me get the rest of these out and I can show you. And make sure you don't let your grease sit too long without anything in it or you're going to burn your grease. So make sure you at least feed your grease so it doesn't burn on you. And get your little crispies out because those will burn on you too and they're really tasty and delicious when you get your flour flavored right. So let's go ahead and drop these in there and then I'll show you close up of what they look like. And we will do a quick little taste test. See how it bubbles up like that? That's because of the flour. Flour and grease doesn't necessarily mix because that's how you put out a grease fire. If you have grease and it were to catch on fire, you'd want to throw your flour on it, not water, because water and grease will explode. So make sure you throw flour on a grease fire. And don't spill the grease so you don't have a grease fire. But flour and grease doesn't mix. That's why when you pick up your little shrimp bite, you want to dust it off a little bit before you throw it in your grease. But sometimes you just get flour in there because it's pretty coated. It's going to be really nice and crunchy. So go through here and get the rest of your little shrimp. Make the next batch. Ooh, it smells so good. I just love shrimp. It's my new favorite. So I'm going to call that good. And then let me show you. Ooh. I got messy hands. Let me show you what I got. So here we go. Nice, beautiful popcorn shrimp. It looks just like Popeyes popcorn shrimp. And there you go. Let's see, the light's kind of on it. Yeah. It really does look like, I should have got the container and put it in Popeyes shrimp and then been like, which one is it? Which one's mine and which one's Popeyes? Well, let's cook a few more and then I will taste, oh yeah, I was going to taste test this. Alright, let me find a small one that's not too hot. They're still hot from the grease, don't burn your mouth. Alright, let me taste test this. It's hot. Mm. Mm. I'm alright with that. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm good with that. I'm going to have to do some extra workouts. But again, I did not use processed flour. I used whole wheat flour. So it's at least a little better for me as carb-wise as bleached flour. And it is protein, so it's not too bad, this version cooked in this kind of grease. It's high in calories, but it's healthy for you. So an alternative to a very, very junky food. And thank you guys for watching. And I hope you try my popcorn shrimp. And it is hot and delicious at the same time. Thanks for watching me live. I hope you liked my version of Popeyes popcorn shrimp. It really doesn't get better than this. You don't have to leave your home. And just stock up on a few bags of shrimp in your freezer for rainy days like this. And you can just pop them out and make a plate. Be careful you don't burn yourself with the grease, you guys. I do things backwards sometimes. But let me just show you this. Beautiful. If I had picky kids, oh, dang, that was a good one too. I would save the box of the popcorn shrimp and just fill it up with these. That actually did not cost me but $8 for a bag of shrimp and some stuff I already had in my pantry. I hope you enjoy and I hope you try these, and thank you for watching. Let me know what sauces you like.